I'm going to do Dad's job now because I want to say a few words. I'm going to hand over to the best men that I could find on short notice. And please bear in mind that I'm pretty sure everything they say comes from a place of deep-rooted childhood jealousy. So over to Steve and Brad. Hi, and welcome to the uncomfortable portion of the afternoon. Uncomfortable for you because you have to laugh at our rubbish jokes. Uncomfortable for Ross because they're at his expense, and uncomfortable for us because, quite frankly, we're just making up as we go along.
That's not what we've got to worry about, causing problems. It's a relatively small room, so most of you should be able to hear us okay. If those at the back can't hear us too well, then the steely silence from those at the front should reassure you that you're missing absolutely nothing.
As you all probably know by now, I'm Brad, this is Steve, we're Ross's brothers. If you don't know by now, get out. We are still technically one best man, but instead of him opting for just one best man, he's gone for two barely competent ones instead.
When Ross asked us first to be the best man, me personally, I was equally excited and scared about it. It's kind of like being asked to have sex with the Queen. It's a great honour, but no one really wants to do it.
Right, firstly, we'd just like to say...
What's going on?
Firstly, we would like to say, please don't stand on the tables during the inevitable standing ovation. And if at any point during this presentation you feel nauseous or queasy, the exits are here. I'll demonstrate on my left. With two best men, seriously?
I made this myself.
Ages. We can tell.
I made all this. Anyway, that nauseous feeling is... I'll keep it on. That nauseous feeling is all well and good, unless of course you're Nicky. In which case that is a perfectly normal reaction to the stark realisation that you've just joined the Collins family.
And so we need to decide on how to approach this wedding speech.
Just be yourselves!
Some would say. Others,
for the love of God, be someone else!
After all,
possibly Ross!
After all, there's only so many fart and poo jokes you run into a family-friendly audience.
There's a limit. And on that bombshell, we're going home. On that bombshell, well, I hope everyone here is enjoying themselves. For what feels like about the 10th time today, I've just found myself rising from a warm seat with a piece of paper in my hands.
Be someone else! Take that off. Okay. Let me just be straight from the start here. Ross is absolutely rubbish to write a wedding speech about. I mean, he's never got so drunk that he's kicked his front door in.
Guilty. He's never got that drunk, he's tried to give himself a piggyback.
He's never had his future father-in-law walking on him whilst he was on the toilet.
Actually...
So we've been searching high and low for funny or amusing things that we can talk about with Ross, and honestly there's absolutely nothing. I mean, it's really important to find some sort of like distinguishing feature or embarrassing part that we can talk about. And with Ross there's just absolutely nothing. I mean, we just couldn't think of anything at all. He's just perfect in every single way. I mean, there is absolutely nothing that would cause him such over-the-top anguish and make him go red in the face. Red in the... Hang on. No, I can't hear anything.
Nothing?
No. Okay, good. And so we're going to go on to a bit of the insightful history behind Ross. I'm just going to get my book out for this one. Okay. Ross was born on 22nd of July, 1985. That was it. That's all we could come up with. That's all we could find.
There was an excerpt in the register from Drayton Hospital, where Ross was born, though, that did say that day shall henceforth be known as Ginger Monkey Monday.
And normally we'd go into a string of funny, witty or disastrous events that occurred on that particular year as well. Again, absolutely nothing.
The only thing of any real significance that happened during Ross's birth year was that it was the first year the United Kingdom had their first ever National Glowworm Day. That was it. Nothing else important.
Well, apart from Ross's birth, obviously. And so I also tried to look into the paper, look at what the stars had in mind for the happy couple. But if I'm honest, I don't really believe in all that nonsense, which is unusual for a Sagittarius.
Ross's star sign is a Cancer. Cancers are best known for Jack Barrel rolls, Spider-Man leaps, and the signature move of the Cancer is the Boston Crab. It's the signature wrestling move. Many people might not know what they are, and Ross has just asked. Ask him later on, he'll happily show them on the dance floor, all the different speciality moves of the Cancer.
As long as it's not on me, honestly. There's only so many times you've won Ultimate Champion of the Universe. Cancers also dislike sprouts, peanut butter, and mayonnaise.
He hates them.
In that order. It really is.
Yeah. And this one is always catches me out, I'm not quite sure, but it's either me or Ross that doesn't like sugar in our coffee. I'm never sure which one.
Okay,
That really annoys him every time I mention it as well.
okay, let's get on to a serious note now.
Serious note, yep, I can do that.
Let me get a drink.
It's well known that Ross is the better of the three brothers. But you have to imagine how that makes us feel.
Adopted.
It's difficult knowing that Ross is the best because it just makes you feel
Rejected at birth.
rejected.
He's the better one.
No, but Ross is known to be the better of us three brothers. And personally, I can live with that. I'm quite happy knowing that I'm not the best brother. But it just puts you in a particular place in life when the best one out of the three of you is the ginger one.
Serious note?
He is ginger. It's not chocolate Auburn.
Okay, before we wrap up with our finale, we do actually want to go on to a serious note now. So stop. Yeah. Okay. Nikki, you've been a part of our family for a very long time now. I've always looked up to you as a big sister, and I'm so glad that you and Ross have finally tied a knot, and I'm so proud that I can finally call you my sister-in-law.
Ross, we love you, buddy. Me and Ross have a love-hate relationship. I love him, he hates me. But no, I think it's clear from everyone here that we're a close family. We're a very close set of brothers. We get on well with each other. We're so pleased that we could be here and share this with you, have a few words at your speech, and hopefully see what the future holds for you two. We couldn't be any happier for you. So we have just got one last little bit that we will do at the end. We will be over there for that. Just before we do that, we'll just have one quick toast and then we'll finish. If I could just ask everyone just to raise their glasses, please, to Mr. and Mrs. Collins. This is where it all could go horribly wrong, but we'll give it a go. Right, sorry, I've got to come over here.
You ready for this?
Props.
This is where I strip. I'm more close to them off now. There's the volume. You ready, Brad?
Okay.
Get rid of this. Ready?
Hit it!
Now this is a story all about how Ross's life got flipped, turned upside down.
And we'd like to take a minute, just stay in your seat. We'll tell you how we got hitched to a girl called Nikki.
In Norwich, Norfolk, born and raised, he got named after Diana from the Motown age.
Thanks to M. Jackson acting like a fool and shooting down rapidos into a pool.
When one day at sixth form, this girl wanted him good. She lived around the corner in the neighbourhood.
Their first date McDonald's, Nikki must have been scared until they moved out to Sutton on a Rocco Bel Air.
To a city of Rome. Ross did all the prep and waited till they're alone.
He went to the park where there was no one to see, and he plucked up the courage to get down on one knee.
We are at Chauncer Barn for your wedding day. I do, you both said, and thus sealing your fate.
And now you are married, you are finally there, but despite all of that, Ross still has ginger hair.